Greetings to all the students. Today, in this video, we will learn the third chapter called My Family in the ENV textbook of the second standard. Now, this chapter is about all our families. Now, exactly what is a family? When we go through this lesson, we will understand the term family and what it means. Now, before we begin this chapter, we all know how there are different kinds of families. For example, some of you might live just with your parents, that is, you, your father, and your mother, and maybe if you have a sibling, they will also be there. Some of you will live along with your grandparents, so you will have your parents and your grandparents. Some of you will live with your parents, your grandparents, and your uncle, aunt, cousins, etc. So each of you will be living differently, and according to the number of people in your family, we have different family types. To understand this better, we will go into the chapter. My family. A family is a group of people related to each other. Now, what does this sentence mean? A family is a group of people related to each other. You are related to your parents. Your grandparents are related to your parents because they are their children. Your parents are the grandparents' children. You are related to your parents because you are their child. They gave birth to you. So, to become a family, they need to be related to each other. That's what the first sentence says. Grandparents, parents, uncles, aunts, and children together make a family. Can you see the examples of the members of the family are grandparents, your grandfather, your grandmother, etc. Parents, your father and mother. Uncles from your mother's side, from your father's side. Aunts and children can even be your cousins, you, your siblings, etc. make a family. All members of a family may or may not live in the same house. Now, some may live with all these people in a single house, or some will live away from their grandparents or away from their uncle and aunts. Now, let us see what they are called. Nuclear family. A nuclear family has only parents and children. It may be big or small. A nuclear family has like parents or children. It may be big or small. Now, what do they mean by that? It could be a big nuclear family if the parents have more number of children, like this one. They have 4 different children. Okay, so this is a big family. And in this, the nuclear family, they have only one child, and this is a small nuclear family. So, even though the word nuclear means small, literally, it can be a big nuclear family or a small nuclear family, depending on the number of children. Because in this family, there are only the parents and the children. Now, Ria wants to know, do you know what a surname is? Discuss in class. What is your surname? Now, a surname is nothing but a family or a hereditary name that your family has. It differs for different families. For example, in Gujarat, one of the most common family or hereditary or surname is Patel, as well as Shah, etc. So discuss what your family name is, and you can write in this yellow box here. Now, joint family. A joint family has grandparents, parents, uncles, aunts, and children living together in the same house. So as you can see this picture, they have the grandparents, they have parents, they have uncles, they have cousins, that is the uncle and aunt's children, and they have the children themselves. So this is called a joint family. They do not just consist of the parents and the children, they consist of grandparents, they consist of uncles, they consist of aunts, and that's why it's called a joint family. Okay, so we learned about what a family is, what makes a family, what kinds of family are there. Example, nuclear family. And in nuclear family, we learned about small and big family, and then we learned about joint family. Now, the next topic is about how we are related. Let's meet Ria's family. Ria's uncles or aunts' children are her cousins. Okay? Now, who is an uncle or who is an aunt? An uncle could be the brother of either your father or your mother, and your aunt could be the sister of either your father or mother. Okay? So, Ria's uncles or aunt's children are her cousins. So when this uncle or aunt has a child, that person becomes a cousin to Ria. Okay? Next sentence, let us see. Ria is a grandparent's granddaughter and her brother is their grandson. Now, Ria is talking about how she's connected to her grandparents. There are obviously a grandfather and a grandmother, and their granddaughter is Ria. And Ria's brother is also a grandchild of this grandparent. So, Ria's brother is a grandson. So, we learned who are cousins, who are granddaughters, and who are grandson. Now let us see all these words and let us see their spelling. Family, Family, family. Nuclear family, Nuclear, Family, nuclear family. Joint family, Joint, joint family, Family, joint family. Cousins, Cousins, cousins. Granddaughter, Granddaughter. Now pay attention, there are two D's in this word, granddaughter, and they are written together without leaving space in the middle. Grandson, Grandson, grandson. Now in this picture given here, we can see who is Ria, who is Rohan, who is mother and father. So Ria, this is her brother, this is her mother, and this is her father. Now in the next page, we can see Ria's parents are her grandparents. So you saw her mother and father in the previous page. This is a mother, this is a father. And their mother and father or their parents are her grandparents. So this is Ria's mother, and her mother is Ria's grandmother, and her father is Ria's grandfather. Similarly, this is Ria's father, and his mother is her grandmother, and his father is her grandfather. So these four members of the family are her grandparents. Now, Ria's father's or mother's sister is her aunt. Her father's or mother's brother is her uncle. As discussed in the before page, we have discussed who an aunt is and who an uncle is. So if the mother of Ria has a sibling, that is a brother then that person is called an uncle. Similarly, if the father also has a brother, it is called an uncle. And if the mother has a sister, she is called an aunt. And if the father also has a sister, she is called an aunt. Now let us see. This is Ria's mother. Now Ria's mother's sister is an aunt and Ria's mother's brother is an uncle. Similarly, Ria's father's sister is also an aunt and Ria's father's brother is an uncle. Now let us see a fact. Father's relatives are paternal relatives and mother's relatives are maternal relatives. Now, paternal in general relates to your father's side and maternal means your mother's side. To remember this easily, some of us call our parents mama and papa. So mama starting with an M. So maternal M. Maternal means your mother's side. Papa starting with the P. So paternal side. That's what we see here. So let us see the example or the exercise given here. Ria wants to know, circle the correct answer. Aunt's husband is an uncle or a cousin. So is an aunt's husband an uncle or a cousin? Yes, aunt's husband is uncle. The cousin will only be their son. Okay? Uncle's wife is grandmother or aunt? Yes, uncle's wife is aunt. Who is the grandmother? So, the grandmother is none other than your parents' parents. That's it for today. We will learn the rest in the next class.